Hey everybody! So Fright Fest at Six Flags Fiesta Texas is gearing up to be another great one this year. They've announced again that 2 IPs are coming, which are Saw and a returning house in The Conjuring. Sorry, no Stranger Things again this year. With it being just a few days away, I thought I'd put together a little video with some things to know and insights on what I've experienced in previous Fright Fest to try and help those who plan to attend have the best experience when coming to Fright Fest. So I have 10 items I want to run through to help you have a better Fright Fest experience. So let's jump into them. So I forgot to add this when I initially recorded. So item number 0, there is a chaperone policy in place. So all guests 15 years of age or younger must be accompanied by a chaperone who is at least 21 years old and must have an ID as well to prove it. Now you must stay with your chaperone. If you're found without one, they might just have you lead them back to your chaperone, or they might even just kick you out of the park. And now, at the very front of the park, there will be security guards checking IDs to make sure everyone that's entering is 16 years or older. And if you don't have an ID, or if you're not 16 years or older, they will turn you away. Now, the policy goes into effect at 5 p.m., so about an hour before Fright Fest starts. And now back to the main list. Number 1, when and what time is Fright Fest? Fright Fest runs from September 6th to November 2nd on select days, and depending on the day, it goes from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Now, although you can experience the 4 scare zones and 2 scare mazes with just park admission, to experience the 6 houses at Fright Fest, you will need a separate ticket. So that leads me to my second point, which is the Haunted Attractions Pass. Now, these range from $30 to $50, depending on the night that you go. There is a season Haunted Attractions Pass, which is currently $75, which may go up later in the season. So if you plan on attending more than once, it really is worth it. Now remember, buying tickets online is usually cheaper than at the gate. But if you're a Legacy Diamond or Diamond Elite member at Fiesta Texas, you should not have to pay to get into the houses. This was mentioned at FT92, and we will definitely be finding out how it works in a few days. Now item number 3, the Haunted Attractions Express Pass. Now I will say, unless you're going to Fright Fest in October on a Saturday, you more than likely won't need the Express Pass, but just take that with a grain of salt. I've mentioned things in the past and I've been completely wrong on it. So if you want to get the Express Pass, go for it. Now I believe if you buy this, it already includes access to the houses, so that you also don't need to buy the Haunted Attractions Pass separately. This ranges from $69 to $89 depending on the day. Now if you have the Season Haunted Attractions Pass and want an Express Pass for the house just for the day, I did inquire about this last year and I believe it was an extra $30, but that was for a Friday night. Now it's possible that may have changed for this year, so I'll be sure to try and ask around for that and make it into a vlog, or maybe put it in the comments page here. Item number 4, the Arrival. Now the Arrival starts at 7 p.m. and this is where all the scare actors for the scare zones arrive at the Crack Axle train station and are released into the park. Now be warned, this can be a bit overwhelming, as typically there is a big crowd to watch this, and with fog, music blaring, and fireworks going off when the train arrives, it can be a bit much. So if you are claustrophobic or worried about being overstimulated, it may be best to stand off to the side or watch from a distance. Now item number 5 is the haunted house start times. Now I've been trying to find information on this online, but I don't see it posted anywhere. But in previous years, the houses actually opened at 6 p.m. so you would have an hour before the arrival to get a few houses done. But if this time has changed, I'll make note of it in the comment section down below. Now item number 6, what days are the busiest? Now in full honesty, Saturdays are going to be the busiest time of Fright Fest. Now we hardly go on Saturdays, and if we do, it is early in the season in September, but expect it to be packed with long waits for The Conjuring and Saw, especially since they're right next to each other. Now Fridays and Sundays will be your best bet, and even then, the later in the night it gets, the more crowds you may see, at least on Friday. Now we did go last year for the first Saturday in October, and I will say it was definitely packed, but at the same time we were able to get all the houses done that night. So really, other than having to deal with the large crowd, it wasn't that bad. But I have also heard of people say, like, on the nights where it's more into October, that it might be like an hour wait for some of these houses. Now, item number 7, sunglasses. Now you may say, why would I wear sunglasses in the houses? And that is not what I'm talking about. The sun probably won't go down until 7:30 at the earliest, and maybe even later. But multiple times last year, I forgot to wear my sunglasses before going into houses. Because of that, my eyes didn't have enough time to adjust to the dimly lit houses, so I could hardly see anything. So I highly suggest, if you're getting there right as Fright Fest is starting. Wear sunglasses and take them off right before you go into the house so your eyes fully adjust to the darkness in the houses. Now, item number 8, as we always say, hydrate. Being in South Texas, it's still going to be hot in September and October, especially right as the event is starting, so you will definitely need some water. I do usually bring a collapsible bottle with me to fill up at the refill stations found throughout the park, but if you didn't bring anything, I believe you can ask for a cup of water as well. But like I said, it's going to be hot. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be possibly even muggy. You don't want to be standing in line or going through these houses and just like faint or just anything else. So please, please, please hydrate. You don't want your night ruined because you didn't have enough water in you. So item number 9, be prepared to walk. Now, although you may think the park isn't that widespread, you will still walk quite a bit and probably be waiting in line for a few haunts. So bring your good shoes to walk around in. It will definitely save your feet by the end of the night. And item number 10, enjoy the shows. Six Flags Fiesta Texas puts on some great shows and they are always worth seeing. Just a quick rundown of the shows. They have Haunted Hollywood at the Zaragoza Theater, the Heebie-Jeebies, which is on the Pete's Eats patio, Crossroads, Monster Mash Bash, and Frightful Finale, which all take place at the Lone Star Littles Amphitheater. Now, the Spectral Sisters and Fiesta do take place before Fright Fest on weekends, with Fiesta taking place at 7:30 on Fridays. And I just had to add one more item. Item number 11, respect the scare actors. I cannot stress this enough. The number one rule for these types of events is the scare actors will not touch you and you will not touch the scare actors. So please, please do not harass these scare actors at all. It is their job to try and scare you, and they truly are what make the spooky season so great. But if you decide to try and test this, there is a very high chance that you will be escorted out of the park. So like I said, just treat scare actors with respect and everyone will have a great time. Now, some quick honorable mentions. Tricks and Treats is a family-friendly event during the day in the Rockville area where they will have costume contest, I think at 4 o'clock. They will have a crafting corner throughout the Trick and Treats event and trick-or-treating at the houses that are set up in the Rockville area. Now, this takes place on the weekends. It starts shortly after park opening and ends, I think like an hour before Fright Fest starts. And Oktoberfest, that also runs during the daytime from September 6th to October 26th in the Spotsburg area, but only on the weekends. Last year, the food booths did stay open till an hour before park closing, but I'm unsure if that is also the situation for this year. But that is just a quick rundown of things I think you should know for Fright Fest. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us down in the comment section below. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to catch more of our vlogs at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, SeaWorld San Antonio, and any other adventures that we may go on. As always, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hydrate. And until next time, we'll see y'all. Bye. Now, item number 8. I can't talk.